Folks, welcome to a special Clash of the Podcast Survivor Series WarGames review. Put it up there somewhere. We are going to review WarGames that just happened on November 30th, 2024. I have Sean Hubbard, co-host of Clash of the Podcast, also host of Hubbard Wrestling Weekly. And we also have Derek. Derek's just here. Derek's just chilling. Derek will offer his opinions on what needs to be. If you need anyone who needs to learn how to pitch in the Western New York area, contact Derek. Other than that, we will be giving a review of Survivor Series WarGames. And I expect this to be very interesting to what I hear about on the reviews. I'm more interested in what other people have to say than what I have to say. Rare night for that. So we're going to do a little WWE review. So don't say we don't do them. Can't promise that they'll happen all the time in the future, but we're here. We're going to take advantage, and we're going to do one. Sean, I think we have to do our usual, though, don't we?
Yeah, I appreciate you, man. Derek, glad you're here with us, brother. Conrad, you're the man. Chat, you guys are here. So a very Saturday night edition of Clash of the Podcast. Conrad, my brother, drop that thing.
Derek tried to sneak in a little yeet on us there. Sorry, I had to yell at him. Yeah. I don't know if you saw the little hands go up and down, but if you're all wondering what Derek was doing there, don't let Derek gas you up. Cut it out. But Survivor Series, man. This is the second longest tenured PLE. Correct me if I'm wrong, Sean.
Second longest of all time. 1987 was its original installment.
This show means a lot. I know to some people, they don't care. It don't matter. But I do think it's important to know the history of this event. And it means a lot to, I think, at least the old school fans.
Mm-hmm. And my brothers, Derek and Conrad, I think it's very important to let our viewers know that Andre the Giant's team won that original Survivor Series, not Hogan's. It doesn't matter if Hogan came in with the belt afterwards and whacked Andre in the head. It doesn't matter if Hogan posed like an idiot. He lost. Andre the Giant's team won. Hogan lost. Thank you.
No lies are detected. That is what happened. A Survivor Series was always it's just a fun event. It's not about like, oh, who's got the title on the line and stuff. It's just jockeying for position, getting ready to go into the Royal Rumble, get hype. We're going to start teasing some of the stories we might do, we might not. If you went back and looked at the history of Survivor Series, you'll be surprised to see what stories they teased and they never went through with. But they had the idea in their head. I think back to even 03. We were just watching that the other day. Classic review up on the channel as well if you guys want to look through the archives. I think it's audio only. But Goldberg and Brock ran into each other like, whoa, who would have thought? They were teasing you, letting you know that match is going to happen at WrestleMania early. Right. So always interesting to pay attention to these types of things while we're out there. Let's get to our shout outs and talk to the people who are in the chat. Matt Lopez says, hello, everyone. Good evening. Hope everyone had a good wrestling-filled Saturday. Wrestling-filled ain't the word, bro. I had Collision on, then I had to turn from Collision, go over to this. It was crazy. Crazy for me.
A lot going on. Emily's, welcome.
XG Dub, we here. What's good?
XG Whizzle.
Clown says evening, everyone.
Cleasy.
Let's see. It was cool. Ate some good food. Watched wrestling. Always good. Clown says, I'd say for what WWE does tonight, I'd give the show an A-. Matt confirming what I feared. Reporters are in the press conference asking stupid questions to Team Rhea, like whose birthday is it and who will be in Io's corner for her Women's World Championship match.
I heard that before we signed on. What a freaking moron.
Ask about them kids. Ask real questions. Maybe they're saving it. I hope. James in the house from the Pro Wrestler Shoot. What's good, James?
What up, James?
He was not feeling the show as much as others. Let's see. Let's see here. Boom, 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 boom. What was the over-under on the Hogan chair shots? No. Derek said the same thing. Derek is here so he doesn't get a fine. Facts, basically. Doug, hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving. Teach me. What's good, Dougie? Appreciate you. Yeah, man. I don't know where to begin with this, Sean. Let's take it from the top of the show. People entering in. Did you like the little Conrad Cushman, Buffalo, New York, University of Buffalo? Better look out now.
It was corny, but like good corny. It was like, oh, are they doing this? But I mean, it didn't bother me. I think some of the university names were kind of cool. Of course, Goofy said to say his real college because he's a loser.
Who said the real college?
Tonga or whatever his name. The guy who always screws everything up. That one.
But he did it right. He's the one that's like.
He's the one who actually said his real college, bro. It's not. You're not supposed to shout out your real university, you goofball.
But maybe that's why he did it. At this point, it's got to be on purpose, right?
Yeah, he probably screwed it up on purpose because he screws stuff up. But no, I thought it was funny. It was play on Thanksgiving football.
Yeah, no words for Rosenberg either. BJ, hope y'all had a good Thanksgiving and weekend. BJ, hope you did too, brother. Thank you.
Likewise.
Appreciate you guys. If you're in here, make sure you hit the like button for us. I put Sean's YouTube channel up. Make sure you hit subscribe to that as well. Road to 3K. We're trucking along nicely. We're trotting. We're moving, but let's get there. It's about to be Rumble season. Let's go.
We need that.
Let's go. Clown said the NFL introductions pop me. Jacob just yelling, "I love you, Solo."
I guess that's the school you went to.
That's it. I appreciate it, everybody who's in here. Let's start with the opening, man.
Yeah, let's do it, man. And by the way, I like the walk-ins too. I don't know if you guys like the walk-ins. I like the walk-ins, the team walking in together, like the the doom 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 doom. I like that.
What's up, Jimmy? Yo, I'll see you for the pre-tape later. Yeah, I'll be there. All right, yeah.
You know, sowing seeds of discord that the Bloodline are showing up in separate cars and separate entrances. Like, I like that.
Yeah, trying to add a little to the story.
Yeah.
This was in Vancouver, Canada tonight. A little British Columbia action. So that's where the show took place. No Jade, no Cody Rhodes, no Kevin Owens, despite them all being on the poster. I'm sure that's one of those plans change type of deals. Cody and Kevin will be meeting, though, don't forget, at upcoming Saturday night's main event. They reminded us a couple times on this show about this, so must have some big plans for it.
I'll be doing a preview of that on Hubbard Wrestling Weekly, and it's not going to be pretty.
Come on. Derek's birthday that day, also.
Oh, nice.
Send him cake or money, preferably
money.
Okay, just making sure.
I don't mean to speak. I don't mean to speak for you, Derek, but I'm pretty sure. Preferably money. Yes.
Yeah, preferably money.
As your financial advisor, I would say let's save money. Quills in the house. What up, Conrad, Derek, Sean, Cat? Your boy Sir Quills is here to enjoy the special edition of Survivor Series Clash of the By God podcast. Appreciate
you, brother. Quilly always. Mike Feezy in the building.
What's up, Mike from The Rock? Matt said KO better win. We'll see. I'm not
sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, very weird. BJ, hope I'm not losing the bug or the itch, but AEW and WWE in general have felt low for me at the moment. WWE is moving too slow, and AEW feels disjointed, like their producers don't talk with each other. I love wrestling, but yeah, I think AEW is on the boat of go out there and kill it, and WWE is on this. We're in control. We're going to tell you the stories how we want to tell you the stories, and we're going to do what we want to do. Because, like I said, some of the stuff was questionable.
Yeah.
That's my birthday wish. KO having a short run till the Rumble won't hurt. Could do that. I love wrestling, but it's hitting weird. So Knack is back. We're going to talk about all that. Let's start with the women's war games. Let's get into this. Bam, 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 bam. If I heard that song one more time too tonight. Oh
my God. They drove that into the ground.
So these are the teams now. We had to update the teams. Jade Cargill, I can tell you this. That's probably going to be one of the topics on Clash for me and Sean. That, along with New Day. Little spoiler note for anyone who is probably wanting to check this out. But we don't know the status of Jade, really. So I'm going to leave that up in the air until we know more, until it's confirmed by someone reputable. I don't know. I don't know what to think of this women's war games. Sean, I'm gonna let you kick this off, man. I want to see how you messed with this.
Well, look, as always, the athleticism of the match, the women put on. There's no question about that. There's never been any lull as it relates to the females being able to keep up with the males when it comes to the Royal Rumble or War Games. So salute to them for the athleticism. It was top tier as usual. Io, Bianca, Bayley moderately, but everybody did a really, really good job. As far as the storyline of the match, I mean, I guess Rhea gets her revenge again, even though she kind of already got it, but we don't know if she got it because, Liv is still champion, and Liv still seems like she's won everything, including Dominic and the title and Judgment Day, and Rhea has nothing, but I guess Rhea won the Survivor Series, so that means something, I guess.
Yeah,
Io's the number one contender, so Rhea's gonna have to take a back seat as it relates to that. But my take on the match is that it was a wonderful athletic exhibition for the ladies. Storyline progression wise, I don't see how we're progressing down the runway of this storyline any more than we were before the night started.
Okay. Derek, any thoughts on the women's war games?
I don't know, bro. The women's war games was just kind of lackluster for me. It didn't really hit until you got Liv and Rhea in the ring, and then still even then it wasn't that good.
I'm not mad at what Derek's saying here. Actually, I mean, they did.
I'm not mad either. I thought they did well from a execution standpoint. No, you guys thought it was lackluster as far as the in-ring movement.
So some of the movement, some of the moves that were attempted. I'm like, bro, you, what are you doing?
Okay.
Like, so some of the moves, like
I think it was a choice to start with Nia and Bayley. Like after the match that we had seen previously, Sean, me and you talked about it, and it was like, ooh, what were you guys thinking? Why would you start War Games with that? That's 5 minutes of like
5 minutes of like crap.
Slow.
Almost. Yeah,
and they slowed it down even more this time.
When I told y'all, man, like, did you hear what I said during my opening diatribe about the match? I said it was mostly good. Mostly means not all the way. You know what the not all the way part is? The not all the way part is the same not all the way part that it's been for me for the past 6 months to a year. I'm not a fan of Nia Jax. I think she's reckless. How many times are we going to see this lady just run over somebody like Vader? You're not Vader. Do something new, bro. She's corny to me. Yo, don't get me. Okay, I'm gonna relax. It's Saturday night. I got church in the morning. I'm very upset. I don't like Nia Jax, bro. I don't like Nia Jax. And you know what? Nia Jax and Bayley as dance partners does not work.
It's not the best. And I think I told Sean too on like one of my least favorite takeovers of like the black and gold era. That was one of the like main matches on the card was Bayley and Nia. And I was like, this just doesn't work. Yeah. It wasn't working for me. So yeah.
But for all that, Io and Bianca and everybody, I mean, everybody put on, but Nia, that was 5 minutes, Nia and Bayley of kind of like, whoa, like let's get this thing going.
And that's not even on them though. That's on whoever laid this out. Like who laid that out? Like this is what we should do.
Well, who's laying out the fact that Nia is the unstoppable force at this particular point? Why is Nia the world champion?
I think that's going to come into play at the Saturday night's main event. I think they're going to want those shows to be a big hit. They're going to try and do a lot of stuff on those shows.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have much else to say about this. People got handcuffed, hit with commode lids. That was for Dusty, and I just have to say it again. Hit him with a commode lid. Yes, if you will. My son Cody. Yes.
And by the way, we've seen Raquel Rodriguez remixed about 8 times. Thank God she's not smiling like a stupid idiot anymore. But at the same time, she's still kind of corny to me. Yeah, the Big Mama Cool thing is not even working out anymore. And the whole, like, she got handcuffed, and I don't know if you guys picked up on it after the match. She's like, stay away from her. Like, like that's stupid, bro. Like, stop.
Well, when she got handcuffed, who handcuffed? Who was in the middle when she got
Rhea did it because
Rhea
was
from the side.
No, but who was in the middle? Somebody was in the middle when she was down on the mat, and I think it was Naomi.
For the record, for those who don't know, Derek remembers these minute details that no one else would have noticed, seen, remembered, but Derek will remember them. Like how someone like does little things during their promos, like their little ticks. Derek will remember them and then just bring them up randomly. So if you don't know, you're okay.
That's why he's one of the best.
I'm just saying, like there was somebody that was in the middle. I think it was Naomi. I want to say it was Naomi. She was handcuffed, and she had the opportunity to swing.
Oh, yes. Where you said someone got super close. They're like, why didn't you just punch them then?
Yeah,
she's right next to you.
She's right next to you, and you stood up to go swing.
Listen,
all you had to do was through the middle, like wow.
We're not going to put logic into all of this. I'm judging by the chat. We got a riptide through the table. Team Rhea wins. I think Sean summed it up perfectly. Is this a real win? Is this leading to something else? Can we get to the point with Liv and Rhea? Nia, can we just do what we're gonna do with this? We know.
And can we? And when I say we, I mean Paul, Triple H, Levesque. Can we get to a point where we realize that teasing the cash in 87 times is gonna make it worse? Like, I understand building anticipation, but I'm sick of it now. Like, they've teased. There has to be a record how many times they've teased the cash in for Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah, a lot on even just the weekly programming.
Yeah.
Some of the moves in the match were slow paced and partially. I mean, I don't want to judge on the moves and everything. I know stuff can go wrong in these matches. There's a lot of people in there. I just thought it wasn't put together too well. I don't know. This could have been a Survivor Series match. I'll stay on that. Like, that's how I feel. You could have just had a traditional match. I ask everyone why start Nia. What's her? Jeez Louise. Nia should have been closer. Her style is for hour wrestling. Typical fashion, you make the briefcase holder look dumb. It was EO. So see, BJ remembered exactly what Derek was talking about. It was EO. Women's WarGames wasn't so mustard. Terrell in the house was good. Terrell.
Breezy.
Whoa, my 4-year-old nephew accidentally banged the table, banged his head on my table yesterday while I was leaning. He banged his head. Woo. I'm okay. Hope Jacob Fatu's okay. We're going to get to that once it's time. Trust me, brother. There were a lot of little miscues for timing moments in this match. Jay just confirmed that Jimmy broke his toe during their match.
Well, a toe injury is it hurts, but you can perform with a broken toe. It's gonna limit you a little bit, but it's painful. It's not gonna put Jay on the shelf.
He don't need to wrestle every week. He'll be all right.
Yeah, exactly.
I hope this tease leads to the breakup of her and Nia. Yeah, I think it's time. BJ said, I just want to say for the vague nature of Money in the Bank, Tiffany has had 2 opportunities to cash in and just pinned both champs and didn't. So why would it be better now to just cash in on one? Yeah, I thought the same thing when she teased the cash in. She should have I'm like, they're both right there. Just pin them both.
Yeah.
But I digress, folks. I digress. Terrell put an edit up there for you. I never pushed a table on my head. Whoa. Woo. Put a small knot on my head. I'm good. All right. Well, I hope you heal up, brother. Knots are not fun.
That's grounds for the table. Or put them through a table.
Going to the next match, the United States Championship match. Yo, don't ask me what Nakamura is doing. I have zero clue. This match, I have more mixed feelings than anything on because guess what? Straight up, Conrad likes LA Knight. Conrad likes Nakamura. Put him in a match, I should be happy, right? We're going off of 1 week build. Nakamura just came back. Poison mist. I don't know what this character is supposed to be. What are we doing, Sean? What are we doing? You can see Derek's disappointed, so I'm going to you. What are we doing with Nakamura?
I'm going to say this real slow for both of you gentlemen, not because you guys are foolish or stupid, because you guys are both highly intelligent people. I'm saying it slow because I want you to feel me when I say this. Only Paul, Triple H Levesque, and whoever else is on the creative team could make Shinsuke Nakamura returning to WWE television and winning a championship lame. Only WWE can do it. Because if you had told me Shinsuke's going to return, immediately be put in a championship situation and walk away with the gold, I would have been like, awesome. Long overdue. Glad it's happening. Should have happened 6 months ago. But somehow they made that man winning United States Championship absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely. I don't know how they do it, brothers. They made it bad. They made Shinsuke winning that belt tonight a bad thing. That's all I can say. I don't know if you guys agree.
Derek?
So I'm just going to point out one thing. The theme. I feel so uncomfortable as to what this theme is.
Well, it's the same theme. It's just slowed down.
No, bro.
They don't want the fans to sing along.
Not even that, bro.
Okay.
Like, I feel so much disrespect.
Just listen. Back-to-back theme changes for this guy? Like,
yeah, back-to-back theme changes, bro. But not only that, like, I don't know, bro. That's a poor choice to make. Had you started out with that might have been a different story.
Derek, WWE making poor music decisions? What a shocker.
But what I'm saying is, like,
how rebel.
Right. What I'm saying is, like, I feel like the poor choice was a poor choice on something else.
Okay.
I'm not going to lie. This felt like Gomez booked it. 1 week build, put him in the match. LA Knight came out with boo-boo face. I knew as soon as he dropped the belt during his entrance. When he got up there, I'm like, yep, he losing.
Oh, you picked up on some energy? I missed it. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes you can just feel what people – I felt it with other people, as they call it, the boo-boo face. That's you can see that they're losing because they just come out. They're not fully – there was no LA Knight, yeah. There wasn't all that energy. It was more like, all right, back.
Well, we're not going to give anybody a pass for being a baby for losing a title, but then again, if it's bad business, which we all agree it is, I'm sure he was disappointed.
I don't think I don't even say it was bad business, Sean. I think it's just look at it in totality. Mm-hmm. What did he get to do? Somebody.
Well, he ended Logan Paul's reign of terror, right?
Yeah.
And he's held the title for a little while now, hasn't he? It's been a few months. I mean, I think now this is what I'm going to say to you. Comrade Derek, we're agreeing about on a 99% clip right now, okay? So don't even worry about it. We're on a 99% agreement rate. The only 1% is we can't get sucked into people having 1,455-day reigns. Like, people do win and lose belts, so that's not really a problem for me. I don't know how you guys feel.
I just don't like that. He didn't do. I can't really think of anything remarkable. What is the stamp on this reign after the Logan Paul stuff? Like, what did you do?
Well, you're talking to a Jey Uso fan who, because of revolt, he got a month with the IC belt. So, I mean, LA Knight did not have to go through that. LA Knight LA Knight got a chance to, on a major pay-per-view, win a championship from a guy who held the belt for over 200 days.
Touche, but what did he do after that though? He wasn't on PLEs. That's my point. How are you the second top champion on SmackDown? But where are you, bro?
Not Philly.
My issue with LA Knight, and I love LA Knight, but my biggest issue is when he lost his push to go after the heavyweight title.
Mm-hmm.
Once I felt once he lost that, once they took that away from him there. everything kind of just dispersed away from him. It was just like,
well, let me tell you how right you are, Derek. Let me tell you how right you're probably more right than you even know you are. Because not only are you right, let's take it a step further. He should have never been in that match to begin with. Yeah. Putting him in that match against Roman Reigns at that time when everybody knew Roman Reigns was unbeatable until he got to Mania against Cody was the stupidest thing. That we all said that right when that match was announced. LA Knight challenging him in Saudi Arabia, stupidest thing ever.
Yes.
I did think he recovered though. Slightly recovered.
He did have a slight recovery, but I felt like you said at that point in time, right, having him go up against Roman Reigns trying to get the title, then bad move. He had so much energy behind him. Mm-hmm. It wasn't the right time for him to do it. And I'm like, once he lost, I'm like, yeah, it's over. He's going down the mid card. But now back to this situation. Mm-hmm. I don't understand. There's no explanation. Is Nakamura? Is he dead? What is he? What is he supposed to be? Is he supposed to be a samurai? Like, what is going on here? There's no explanation as to why he got here and why he came back. There's no explanation as to why he was gone. What is the direct motivation? How did you target LA Knight? Why target the US title? Why not target the heavyweight title? Why not target the Intercontinental title? Why did it just have to be that? There's no explanation as to why you're here. There's no explanation to why you left.
100%, you're right.
The fact that we have this notion of, all right, you're done. We're gonna take you off TV for. I mean, now granted, yes, if he had some personal issues, cool. Take care of that. Mm-hmm. Do what you got to do. Spin a story as to why you were gone. We don't need to know your personal life because that's your personal life. Mm-hmm. But spin a story. Be like, all right, listen, I had a mental breakdown after losing to AJ. Because that little feud that he had there with AJ Styles was like, okay.
Or losing back-to-back matches to Seth Rollins.
Yeah. So I had a mental breakdown. I needed to go back to my home country and regroup.
But see, that's the thing, Derek. WWE, that's the issue that I've had with them for quite some time. See, one thing I have to look in the mirror about is I get super excited like for things like tonight when Jey Uso got top billing coming to the ring last, and when Jey Uso won the Intercontinental Championship. Like when something goes well, I get really excited. But you know what? It takes me about 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 17 minutes, 14 and a half minutes. And then eventually I come back to the realization of what it is. WWE rarely gets it right, bro. I don't know why people fail to see that. They screwed up tonight with LA Knight, and even having Shinsuke win the belt, they screwed him up too. WWE, they're hitting about 300, and not in baseball, 300 is good. In wrestling, it's not. When you're going 30%, 40% on success rate as it relates to satisfying storylines, something is wrong. WWE hasn't been knocking out the park for a long time. And this LA Knight situation is just the latest example.
Yeah, I not to cut you off, but like my thing with it, you should have been like, so remember back in the days, we watch wrestling. We're growing up watching wrestling. People disappear, right? Mm-hmm. They're written off TV for
whatever reason, exactly.
For whatever reason, right? Then all of a sudden you get like this countdown or subtle hints as to someone is coming. We don't know who it is, but someone is coming. Mm-hmm. Why did we get away from that?
That's a good question. I don't know. They could bring it back if they wanted to. I think sometimes they have to debut a lot of people too. I already told you guys, I'm about to make a bold prediction right now. You'll hear it right now. Ready for it? 8 women will be called up from NXT, I believe, to round out the rosters for these 2 3-hour shows. There's no way that you could have a mid-card championship with the amount of people that are on SmackDown. There's no way. There's no way to justify it.
I thought it was crazy when you said it. Now that you pointed out.
You have
to. Such a slippery slope, guys. Like, if I were to say that I'm not a big fan of the women's Intercontinental or women's United States champion, I'm seen as a chauvinist. I'm seen as a jerk. That's not where I'm at with it. It just has to make sense. If it makes sense, I'm cool with it, bro. Do you think that this is conducive to the enhancement of the women's division? Obviously, in the most elementary way, adding 2 women's championships makes it better. But, like, not if they're not going to do it right. I mean, don't we have examples of them screwing up titles? I mean, 24/7 women's tag team. We've seen this done before, and it hasn't worked out very well.
I hope that they can do something with it. Like I said, I think they have a lot of talent who could be ready for the call-up. I mean, Jordan Grace doesn't have to wait. There's a lot of people. So we'll see how it all pans out. Nakamura, I'm just going to treat this as I hope they have a plan. LA Knight, I hope he's going to get moved up to the world heavyweight title picture. Maybe that's what we're just seeing here play out, and I'm wrong. I hope so, but
I want to be wrong too. I need clarification as to what we're doing with Nakamura.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Shinsuke Nakamura is now your reigning United States heavyweight champion, which means that on paper, Shinsuke Nakamura is the second biggest draw on SmackDown as it relates to championship pedigree. So that's what I'm trying to say, gentlemen. We should be happy right now. We should be happy. Shinsuke Nakamura has returned. Shinsuke Nakamura is the United States heavyweight champion, but I'm not feeling it.
It's 2 people that I like too. Like I said, it wasn't hatred. It was 2 people that I like.
No,
but
I'm happy Nakamura is back, but I just need clarification as to what happened. Like, okay, you disappeared. Okay, again, like I said, if it's personal, leave that out. Make up a story. But I need to know why the change has happened.
Yeah.
I'll say this. After this match, I think this is where the show picked up for me, where I was like, okay, we're back on track here, at least with this. I enjoyed this triple threat match for the Intercontinental Championship. I thought it was a lot of fun. I'm not going to lie, bro. Sheamus hit a bro kick for a near fall. It got me. What did you think of this triple threat, Sean?
It was a good match. I'm just not sold on Sheamus and Ludwig Kaiser being pay-per-view participants while there are so many others that are not. This match, you know what this match was for me? This match was, what a great match, but I'm angry because no Kevin Owens, no Cody Rhodes, no New Day. I just don't understand what goes into the decision-making of why people don't make pay-per-views. But as far as bell to bell, I thought they did a great job. But I was pissed when the match was announced because it was like, there's so many other people who should be on this show. Why are they not featuring top people on this big, what they call the second most, or what we all know to be the second most historic pay-per-view in WWE history? Like, really? A triple threat Intercontinental match when you have, and you're going to sit out the world champion and sit out the number 1 contender and sit out the New Day and sit out, even though it's kind of so-so, you didn't put on the Wyatt 6 versus New Testament in an elimination match? Like, what are we doing? What kind of decision-making is this?
That, like I said, that was the one time I think you could have featured them and it would have been like, yeah, fine, cool. But I don't know. I wasn't too – listen, I knew that these 3 were going to deliver. I think they've had pretty good matches on Raw, interacting with each other in one-on-ones and other scenarios. So I was like, this should be great. Braun Breaker looks like a stud, bro. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny. This dude has got WrestleMania main event written on him. I think they're just like, let's pump the brakes and let's see what this guy has. But his intensity's there, like the charisma and all that. He's flying through the air on these things. Derek saw it. You were like, yo, where did he come from? Like, what is he doing? He's good.
Yeah, this definitely picked up for me. Granted, yes, like I won't say the Shinsuke and LA Knight match was bad because it wasn't. It was just the booking of it. But where this picked up, or where that left off, this picked up and pushed forward. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I did my occasional flip flop. He's
occasional. Every near fall, he changed his mind.
But just to see them, like I would have been happy either way if the title was retained or if it was passed off. I would have been fine with it either way because it was a good match. I was thoroughly in tune with this match. I'm like, okay, I like this because I'm not a big Bron Breakker fan, but I do have respect for him. I do like Ludwig Kaiser. I would have liked to have seen Sheamus kind of create the Grand Slam, or not create but finish the Grand Slam. But either way, like I said, I thoroughly enjoyed it. So if the title was retained by Bron, or if it was passed off to someone else, I would have been okay with
I think they're holding off on that Sheamus moment. And Ludwig, I think he just proved that. I think he's better than people give him credit for.
Oh, yeah.
I know he's seen as Gunther's lackey, but I'm like, he's pretty good, man. I was happy with this match. Bron wins with 2 spears.
Yeah.
Anything else you wanted to add, Sean, or you're good on this?
I do not see Bron Breakker as a WrestleMania main event.
I'm telling you what
I don't see what everybody's enthralled with. I think,
but do you see what their vision is though? Like
I see the vision, and I see the push, but I don't like. He's not somebody I would pay more than $9.99 for to see in a WrestleMania main event.
Yeah, I think it's him and Hayes who they view as like these are the guys right now who we can.
Yeah, Carmelo Hayes wasn't even on the show.
Yeah, facts.
Don't get me started, bro.
Well, I could see. I don't know if I could see him as.
It might be Trick now. They might view Trick as that guy too.
Yeah, I don't know if I see Bron as a main event on WrestleMania, but I could see him at WrestleMania.
Oh yeah, sure. He's a main roster mainstay, and he's going to be on a 12-match weekend. He'll be on a WrestleMania card. But to tell me that Cody Rhodes is going to defend against him, or to tell me that Gunther or anybody else who's champion down the road is going to defend against him in a WrestleMania main event, I don't see it.
If he was like a big, if he was a big who could wrestle like okay,
he can wrestle.
No. I'm saying like, guy rest his soul. Like if he did what Bray Wyatt was doing, like he could keep like the fierceness that he has. But he throws in like those surprising moves, like, oh, you just look at him as like speed and power, like, oh wait, hold on, dude can finesse too.
I mean, that's what I think those Frankensteiners are for, the little point out, try to hit it. The snap is there on the stuff. Like I said, I think he's gonna end up getting that push, and I think he's gonna be all right in the end.
Oh yeah, no, he'll be fine. I have no doubt about him being fine. It's just
Carmelo Hayes is the one I worry about more. Like, are they going to figure it out? Like, you got money right here. The dude talks great. He had a great comeback even after his match with Cody. We'll see. We'll see where things fall with them, but that's the hope. Let's get into this next match. Remember when I said my rants were over? It's not so much about the in-ring in this. I love the in-ring. Gunther and Damian Priest delivered. We knew that going in, right?
Yes.
Focusing on the arm. Finn Balor shows up. And my next line on my notes here is, come on, man. Are you kidding me, bro? Why are we back on Judgment Day and Damian Priest? How long has this been going on for, Sean? When did the turn happen?
SummerSlam. Well, the turn started happening last SummerSlam, but the actual thing that happened was this SummerSlam.
I'm done with Judgment Day. Like, I don't. Do you feel the same way about Judgment Day that you did 2 years ago?
It's not a Judgment Day thing, though, bro.
No.
Michael Cole planted the seed. Michael Cole and Corey Graves planted the seed that this is a Finn Balor thing and that Judgment Day is not on board.
Yeah, Judgment Day is not on board. It is a Finn Balor thing, but I think the problem is Judgment Day is still attached.
True.
Because if Finn Balor is wrestling Damian Priest, or they get into a squabble in the back, who shows up?
Not enough separation between the.
But guys, you guys are missing something. Matter of fact, you probably didn't miss it. I'm not gonna insult you guys' intelligence. I'm gonna throw it at you and see if you throw it back. Pause.
Play.
Hey, isn't it true that Finn Balor and Dominic Mysterio are not on the best terms right now?
Yes, they've been teasing. But Sean, we just went through this. This is my point. We just did this.
Okay.
Well, actually, if you really think about it, okay, so when did Damian Priest win the title? Was it at SummerSlam?
WrestleMania.
That's really when the turn started.
Essentially, like I said, maybe it's the gift and the curse of being around wrestling too long and we see it coming.
Yeah, sure.
Go. Sometimes you're just like, my issue isn't even you taking your time. Sometimes with WWE, it's like, get to the point, bro. Like, we know. Like, get to the resolution of this. It's been 6 months. I'm tired of someone saying, like, man, we've been really messing up in tag matches, haven't we? Like, I got it, bro. Axis Smash wouldn't have did this. Beat them down. Now. I'm done with this. Like,
That's a fact.
Like,
all I'm saying as far as the story development, gentlemen, like, I think that it could, to make it good, right? To make this unfortunate thing, to turn chicken, you know what, into chicken salad. Dominic's not thrilled with Finn right now. Dominic understands Damian Priest. You know what? Maybe Damian Priest wasn't the problem. Maybe it was you that was the problem. I mean, you could work it.
Yeah.
You could definitely work it.
And Gunther gave Balor a boot when he saw he interfered. Hit the power.
We all know Gunther's eventually going to be a babyface. We know that.
Yeah. And locked in that money clip. That's why I'm saying they don't need Minute Maid Man hanging around anymore. It's not necessary.
They don't. I don't know. I just kind of want. I don't know because you can still see like Damian Priest, even though he claims he's off of it, his entrance says otherwise.
It sure does, Derek. You know, I was just thinking during this pay-per-view, I was like, that if he's not going to be Judgment Day anymore, he needs to change his darn music immediately.
Yes.
I mean, his music scream. You hit the nail on the head with that one, brother.
Yeah. Once.
If you believe
I'm just
on
saying,
the other side.
if you really look at it, like
they weren't on the show tonight.
Yeah, pay attention. Like, pay attention to how it looks, though, bro. Like, he still got like the purple theme kind of going in there.
That's a fact. It looks Judgment Day to me. It looks Judgment Day to me.
It does. So there's still some kind of attachment to it. Get away from it.
Leon the King TV feels that this is going to go all the way to Mania. That is my fear. Please, no more.
No.
You know what I want from Damian Priest? I want Damian Priest to pull out that old Filthy Animal music.
Something. Change it up. Like I'm kind of over like the Damian Priest. Just be Damian Priest, bro.
Because dude, when he talks like a cool dude. Like he talks like somebody that you'd want to hang with.
Yes.
Not this goth guy that Edge brought out.
Yes, you don't strike me as that anymore, bro. Go from that.
Embrace the streets, bro. Be you.
Yeah. Do it.
Street trash. I hate that gear when it says it. I'm just like, why? Here we are. We're at the main event, guys. See how quick these reviews go over here with this stuff? The main event, it's Bloodline versus Temu Bloodline. I don't know what to say about this, man. We don't have to go through every little nook and cranny here. This did not go the way I thought it would. But they did start off with the people who I thought they should. I said, if you're starting it off, it's got to be Tama Tonga, Jey Uso. Jey Uso had to get the solo entrance. He was going to get the people hyped. I was like, money. Boom. They did that. Now,
my guy got top billing.
He got a commercial too.
Yo, I'm just saying, is it outside the realm of reality that this could be Jey Uso gonna win the Royal Rumble? There's 2 world titles. Would I ever think he challenged Cody? No. But is it unfathomable that Jey Uso? Okay, fair enough. Whatever. Okay.
I'm talking you down.
All right.
It ain't happening.
So I'm just gonna say my boy got top billing tonight.
He did. He got to enjoy his moment. He went out there. I thought it was perfect. And then Bronson Reed kept it going. Jimmy Uso was the right call for the faces.
Yes.
Tongaloa is where I was like, okay, here we go. Tongaloa, funniest dude, bro, by accident. I don't even know if he means to be funny. I have no words, man. Jacob Fatu was the MVP of this match, in my opinion.
Oh, sure.
House of Fire.
Yes.
House of Fire. Now he did one too many moonsaults, I think.
Yeah.
I was worried. So, anyone prognosis on that injury? It didn't look good, but he was running around at the end. But that could have been.
At SummerSlam, didn't we all have major concern, and it turned out to be nothing? I'm hoping he's okay.
I think he's okay. Because I think what happened was he got up there, he slipped, and he had to play it off. There was no other way to do it.
Yeah, so, I think I didn't see anybody. I didn't see Charles Robinson throw up an X.
Yeah, I didn't see that either. Like I saw him talk to him in the corner, but it was just like talk. Okay, I'm back.
Yeah, it seemed like he was. I wouldn't worry about that kind. I think Derek and I. You probably saw it. I don't think Fatu's hurt. I don't think he's hurt.
If he was selling, he did a good job because I was like, please get up. Please get up. We need you for this.
Yeah.
Wow, Jesse coming in.
Yeah, that's hatred. That's hatred because that's not true at all. That's not true at all. They yeeted for Jey Uso every time somebody came out to the ring. Let me make that make sense. Sami Zayn's music hit first. They yeeted because they thought Jey was coming out next. Then Jimmy came out. They yeeted when they thought Jey was coming out next. Then CM Punk came out. They yeeted when they thought Jey was coming out again. And then Roman came out. And then everybody, come on, stop it. Jey Uso's over like Rover. Don't do it.
He is.
He said the crowd was not moving their hands at all.
Oh my God, that is so untrue.
I will say.
No, me and Derek will come at the coronation of certain cities, though. I was like, it wasn't that you weren't dancing; it was you can't dance.
Right.
Let's not
act like Survivor Series just took place in Atlanta, Georgia.
Right.
It's Vancouver. They're hockey people up there. They're not really used to.
Right.
We're here at center stage, Tony Schiavone, and we have Jey Uso coming up through the crowd. These children are happy.
Yeah, I would say.
No, see, you're just Jesse's trolling me now. Jay's.
I would say that.
Yeah, he's trolling.
I know. It's my dog.
I would say the crowd didn't eat like how we're used to seeing them do it.
Yeah, it was less, but it was still good.
But they were still doing it.
My boy got. All I'm saying, Derek, my boy got top billing, man.
Listen, I called it. As soon as I see bet you Sean is going nuts. Right
Yo, can I reenact it right here on Clash? Listen, all of a sudden, I was like, all right, don't let Jay come out first. When he didn't come out first, I was like, all right, cool. Sammy's coming out first. All right, here comes. Oh, Jimmy came out second. All right, well, it's definitely going to be Jay. CM Punk came out third. I was like, well, we know Jay's coming out fourth. And I heard, I was like, holy crap. My boy's got top billing at Survivor Series.
Derek was like, yeah, he was gonna call. He was like, Sean going crazy right now. As soon as the phone rang, he's like, bet you it's Sean.
Yep.
I was like, yeah.
Look, Derek's my boy now. Derek's starting to get to know me. Look, I'm just getting excited because it seems like they're figuring out that this guy's awesome, but maybe I should stop counting my. Yeah, I'll bring it down a notch. For sure.
Like that's how I feel. I'm like, don't get too happy because let's see what this is now. Where I'm at the point where I'm like, let's see what they do.
Mm-hmm.
If I see Jay and Jimmy teaming up more and more, then I'm gonna say, I don't know.
Yeah, tag team again. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would buy into it more had they let him come out last. And then he got the pin.
Well, yeah.
Me and Sean booked it that way when we thought it was going to be a 4-on-4. That's how we would have ended it with the I say sorry to us. I think now that's kind of when, oh, excuse me, where's my Men in Black pen? Here it is. Oh, we forgot all about saying sorry and everything because Punk's in the house now.
And to tell you how accurate you both brothers are, as happy as I was that my boy got top billing, when Roman got the pin and then they played Roman's music and then it was clear that he wasn't going to do that dream scenario that me and Conrad conjured up, which is Roman stopping the music and giving the nod to Jay. I was like, uh-oh. I was like, Jay's back in – Roman's back in the driver's seat and Jay's – I felt bad. I was like, maybe it's over. I hope not. I hope Jay's single run is not over, but –
Maybe I won't say it's over yet though, because it seems like they care.
I don't think it's over either. I think it's more. I think he's going to repeat more with the titles that he can get right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I as far as like heavyweight, Roman has to bow out.
Yeah.
There's just too many people in that mix that want it or are close to it as well. But
honestly, bro, I kid you not, y'all can stamp me on this one. If Roman bows out, he gets a higher push.
Yeah, I think so too. I even said, Derek, that I'm directing this to you, bro, because Conrad already knows. I even thought that like maybe Roman Reigns and Jey Uso can fight on some like, let's just see who the better man is, and then hug afterwards, and Jey could be the winner. You know what I'm saying? Like, or maybe a number one contenders situation where Jay's like, listen, bro, we're back together, but I want my chance too. And Roman's like, no, well, I'm still the guy. And then they fight, and then Roman can acknowledge, not Jey as the tribal chief, but acknowledge him as, okay, it's your time now. But, you know, WWE's never going to do that.
No.
I mean, there's the options there, though.
The option is
there.
But if they do that, then that would be passing of the torch.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? But then my issue is Jacob Fatu could take over in a heartbeat.
Well, Jacob Fatu, I thought was going to, which leads us back to what we're talking about. We didn't see a lot of things that we thought could possibly happen. There were so many things, guys, on the table, right? Sami Zayn turning on someone, that was on the table. Paul Heyman turning on someone, that was on the table. Roman or CM Punk turning on each other was also on the table. And Jacob Fatu turning on Solo was on the table, and none of those things happened.
Well, once again, though, probably saving it for the big TV shows. Like, I'm starting to peep Triple H's sense of direction. There is a brawl going on in the parking lot. All right.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I did see somebody say Priest is getting beat down by Judgment Day.
Oh wow. Okay.
What did I say?
So much for my theory about Judgment Day not being involved. I guess I was wrong. Sorry, guys.
We're live, pal. So the where was I going with this now? Oh, there was little tension moments though. Punk wanting to go out, and then Roman puts the arms up and tells Sami, "You go." Like,
yeah, but you're 100% right, Conrad. But no payoff.
Not yet. Everything I think is going to lead back to the regular TV show.
Okay.
What intrigued a lot of people, what gave people the cinema, cinema. I'm gonna buy wrestling fans. I had to censor myself because Jesse heard what I really said. I'm gonna buy you all a thesaurus. Say something else other than cinema. I'm tired of this. Come up with some new words. I don't want to hear about aura, Shinsuke's aura. I'm done. Yo, look, it was a good segment. I like what they did. They teased that CM Punk and Paul Heyman, like, there's some agreement in place.
Right, there's a favor that's going to have to be cashed in.
Do they have one? Who knows? Maybe this is the Bruce Pritchard. We'll figure it out later. But we could use this as something later. Yeah. I don't know what's figured in. I couldn't tell you what the favor is going to be.
Let me tell you something that's very confusing, but confusing in a good way, because confusing in wrestling means you're going to be tuned in to figure it out. The favor couldn't be world championship related because nobody in the bloodline has a championship. Like, I mean, could it be something where down the line, like, Paul Heyman signs a contract, a number one contenders contract, but instead of signing Roman Reigns' name, he signs CM Punk? Because CM Punk, the only favor that CM Punk could want is a title shot, but there's no championship involved in the bloodline.
Not yet.
Wait. So I agree with what you're saying, but I think in my opinion, I feel the initial favor would be come home.
Like, leave the bloodline and just be my manager?
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
Come home.
Okay.
You started this all with me, so let's finish it with me. Because before you got to Roman, before you got to Brock, who did you have?
Right.
You had me. I essentially put you on the map. You essentially put me on the map. We did what we had to do. We did big things.
Yeah.
Come home.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I have all the reasons on the table to say why the bloodline did this to you and why you should go. I have all the reasons on the table as to why Brock did this to you and you should go.
Maybe it's the setup for why when Roman gets his match and maybe he defeats Cody, or maybe I don't know. I'm just putting stuff out there. Maybe he becomes the WWE champion again, and Punk's like, "Yeah, I'm done with all that stuff. Ready for my title shot, bub."
Okay.
You know, could be that too. I'm going to the chat here, and I love the other saves in the match. The tsunami splash, the save that Punk did from there, because bruh.
Ooh, wait, that was close. That was close.
Man, that's all I thought. As soon as I saw him go up there, there was something else that happened to another save, but they end up hitting all their finishers on Solo. They get the win. Everyone goes home happy.
I said initially, brothers, that because of the favor, Derek, I told this to Conrad earlier, bro. I said because of the favor, OG Bloodline almost had to win.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Because otherwise, there's no favor.
Right. And that's why Paul Heyman came out.
And I told Sean it's not balanced enough. Once CM Punk joined the team, like, this is way off kilter.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way unless you have Jacob Fatu destroy everyone. Tonga Loa with the pen. Could you just imagine?
Oh,
Could
boy.
you imagine?
Oh boy.
I mean, I respect it.
Done. Pro Wrestler Shoe said, I'm so sick of seeing these fools stick their fingers in the air. Let's move the blank on.
Okay.
Jesse, you're tired of the bloodline? I don't think we're in the third inning. I mean, that would be ridiculous, but I mean, we could be like in the seventh inning.
All right. So if we're in the third inning, what inning are we in with Cody?
Touche. Touche.
Did we just start the first inning with Cody?
That's a good point. Oh god!
James said this is a long rain delay.
I like that. That's pretty good.
The payoff will be what we find out the favor Heyman owes. Yeah, I don't see Mr. Minute Maid. I don't see him coming back. At least not till everything's resolved. Heyman in the corner for Punk for his world title match could be. It's going to be, and they did have the Rocky thing too before the war. Let the war games begin. You guys got to get along. You're the best in the world. You're the tribal chief. Get up, Rock. You're a bum, Rock. And I was just like, oh, here we go. You know, sometimes it's a little like I'm doing the over the top smile. You know how it goes. But it was good for what it was. For what you know you're getting with it. I'll start saying cinematic. Yeah. Tell me when y'all win that Emmy, because I'm tired of hearing about this.
Hey, listen. They are a weekly episodic TV show. They would be eligible for that kind of award.
That's why they started saying that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what they have different goals, and that's one of their goals was let's win an Emmy. I'm tired of this. Yeah.
Quilly says it's one hell of a 7-inning stretch.
Dude, Heyman literally did an interview talking about this story building more bloodline in the next 3 years. Oh,
okay. Well, if that's the case, Jesse, shout out to Jesse Pro Wrestling Shoot. If that's the case, then I mean, enough is enough, bro. Like, there comes a point where you got to bring this thing home. Another 3 years.
Me and Sean have been saying it. We're after the Rock thing. I don't know where else we're gonna go from this.
It's hard to go somewhere with it, but again, like I've said before, other than the bloodline storyline, what do you have? You have nothing.
I don't know. I mean, you could have. There's some things that can write themselves. You can have the ascension. I'm going to say more than just Jay, so you know that I'm not being a homer. You can have the ascension of Jey Uso to a world championship. You can have the ascension of Jimmy Uso to the ascension of a world championship. You can have Solo Sikoa as someone who could ascend to a championship. You can have Jacob Fatu ascend to someone with a championship possibility. But after, I mean, are we talking about new members? Is that what we're talking about? New members?
I assume so. I assume they're gonna get Zilla Fatu. You got Hikuleo creeping around. There's people waiting around.
But there comes a point where it's like it might be OD.
Yeah, and I wonder at what point do you kick Solo out? Like I said, if you really wanted to do 5-on-5, that was my plan. Kick Solo out, add new people to your bloodline, add them in. Solo goes back with the originals, and there you go. But that's not what ended up happening.
And they already planted the seed, guys, that even though Solo's team lost tonight, Solo still has the Ulafala.
Yeah, which was weird. I'm like, go outside the cage and take it. But
yeah, I mean, what you could do, I think. Okay, so if we're talking within the next 3 years, then you bring the rest of them over, but you don't bring them over for the Bloodline. You bring them over for, what's the name of the group out there?
which group? The Elite, Wolfpack, NWO, Click,
Bullet Club.
Oh, Bullet Club, yeah.
Because what you do is
some natural ties there. I see what Derek's talking about.
Yeah, because you bring them in to start the Bullet Club after Bloodline 2.0 disperses and everybody. You have the original Bloodline still.
They can't use that name, I don't think, anymore though.
I know, but you what did they use it? What did they use it in WWE? What was it called then?
The club.
Okay, so you bring them over.
Turkey and bacon. The club sandwich.
So you bring them over after 2.0 disperses and they go on their own. The club gets bigger and bigger by the day. You need a full family bloodline to combat this.
The OC.
The OC, there you go.
The original club with bacon, mayo, lettuce.
That's one way that I can see how you can keep this going for another 3 years, but that's still a long stretch.
Sean, I'm willing to give this show. We were talking about grades before. I'm willing to give this a B+. I think for tonight's show. I had issues with it, but I didn't think anything was like overly bad. And let's be fair. When you have War Games, Elimination Chamber, Royal Rumbles, things like that, you get a pass. It's hard to really mess these up, or at least not have excitement during the match while you're watching. Right. It's hard because anyone could come out at number 29 now, right?
Yeah,
they saved the surprise here. So,
and to this day, there's only been one Hell in a Cell that was ever horrible, and we know what that one is. God rest his soul. So, I mean, you're right. You get a pass for doing these specialty matches. I mean, but I'm not going to give it more than a B.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's where Derek was around.
Yeah, I started at a B+, but then I was like, let me scale that back to a B.
Yeah, not gonna give it more than a B.
Yeah. Pro Wrestling Shoe says, I will say this: WWE does movie-like video packages better than anyone. I know you hate the word cinema, but that word is literally used to describe the type of film they are doing. Yes, it's just overused, and I'm tired of hearing overused words.
And also, thanks for the education, Jesse. I appreciate you. But why are we acting like that skit between him, Paul Heyman, and CM Punk? Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and Paul Heyman was like the greatest thing of all. Like, it was okay. Like, was it like the?
I thought it was really good.
It was good, but like it wasn't like. I was like, oh my God, like this is the greatest acting I've ever seen in my life. Like
if I was in the arena for SmackDown, I would have loved to have seen it in the crowd.
Bro, all I'm saying is this, man. And I'm gonna take it real old school right now. Because I'm in my late 30s and I'm proud, okay? It's nothing better than what I've seen with Macho Man Elizabeth and Hulk Hogan.
Could be, like I said, sometimes too we get caught up in we've been around the block, we've seen it all. Sometimes people are like, man, how are you not enjoying Raw? And I'm like, do you want to see what used to happen in like 1998 and let me frame what was going on around this time for you? Man. Like this show was crazy every night. Every night you watched it, it was like, what is going on SmackDown? Oh no, there's a rattlesnake in the locker room. What is this?
Now I will give them credit. I thought that I see James comment. I agree, James. I thought when they met up at the 50-yard line of Georgia Tech, I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah, listen,
Cody and Roman. That was pretty good.
Shot fantastic. WWE has the most money, people. They got money to blow on this stuff. They got it all day. Like, good for them.
Just saying, bro. Like, Cody is not that good.
The 4K when they come out.
Yeah. I don't even know if it's technically 4K.
Well, how far are they going to go? That's the question we need to ask ourselves, gentlemen. How far are they going to go? Like, are they going to start doing short films to help enhance their product? Because that's when it starts getting ridiculous.
See No Evil 3, baby.
I would say no. Steer clear from that because you don't have that kind of money to do that.
Whoa. Jesse, I'll say this about the.
Are you serious? Stop it. The greatest storyline of all time, Mega Powers 88, 89. Stop playing with me right now.
Who wrote that story? Bruce.
Okay, well, I'll give him credit for that.
No, it was a simple story, easy to tell, and he put little subtleties in so that you always knew. Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you the best story.
And Clown, I saw what you put in there. I'm not going to pull it up because I don't want to get in trouble on YouTube. But yes, there were bad things within. Listen, no one's saying the wrestling was great during that time period. It probably could have been way better. If you were looking for workhorses, you better watch X-Pac, Billy Gunn, and D'Lo. Like, that was the best you were getting out of a workhorse match. But everything was the story and this and that. I mean, you didn't get that to a Ruthless Aggression era where you started getting better wrestling in ring because they had to get better because people aren't going to watch. Listen, if I try to show a young kid today the Royal Rumble 92, they're like, dude, this is boring. Me and Sean will sit there like, yo, this was great.
Greatest thing I've ever seen. Yeah. Look at young HBK coming out there.
Yeah, so it's completely different.
Honestly, he'll tell you. I'll be the first one to say, like, you know, that was that was a good promo that they just had. Like, I love the theme that they put with it, but my biggest issue with WWE is your stories.
Mm-hmm.
Really,
your stories are confusing.
Some people say that's the best part about them.
I disagree.
I disagree as well.
Pro Wrestling Shoot says I wouldn't call it the greatest. I'd be interested to hear your top 10 storylines of all time. Justin.
You know what? I'm putting it out there right now because now you done messed up, Conrad. You done messed up, Conrad. Derek, tell me messed up. You done messed up because now, right here on your show, I am saying that we need live in front of all of our audience.
We're signing off, folks. We are getting a delay. They are coming on now. Stick around for Baywatch immediately after Nitro here tonight.
We need to put together a panel. Conrad, Sean, Derek, people like Jesse, James, and some other colleagues that we work with. We need to do a really big panel broadcast and break down the greatest storylines of all time because I would fight to the end of the earth to make a point that Mega Power storyline is the greatest ever. And I would challenge anyone to come against me on that.
Interesting. You know what? This might be the perfect spot to leave this one. Sean, BJ said I'm here. Love it.
Yeah, be please. Let's do it. I'd love that. We need because you know what? The greatest storyline of all time, the Bloodline thing, to wrap this whole thing up, you know, as it relates to Survivor Series tonight. Survivor Series was a B show, but the A+ part of the show was the face-to-face with Roman and CM Punk. We don't know where it's going to go. But look, the Bloodline is going to go down as one of the greatest storylines of all time. But is it the greatest storyline of all time? And if not, we need to figure out which one is because that's the benchmark we should be adjusting our mindsets to make sure that we're not giving mega shows like Survivor Series a B when it should be an A+ every single time out the shoot. I'm tired of doing B reviews for something like Survivor. Survivor Series should be the kickoff point. Forget the Royal Rumble. Survivor Series should be the kickoff point to WrestleMania. We needed to get back to that. I want to see Shawn Michaels throw the tag team championship belt out of his Cadillac door while Diesel is chasing him down the hallway. That's what I want.
Yeah,
but it is what it is.
Yeah, we'll wrap this up. Me and Sean will be live Monday, 6:05 Eastern Standard Time. I'm sure we'll be talking New Day. It might be a WWE heavy type show, but we'll be there. Then me and Derek will be back on Wednesday for AEW Dynamite review. So make sure you're there. We have been putting 10-15 lately because usually that's the amount of time we need. And Tony Khan cut it off at 10 this week. So who knows what's going to happen with that. So if you guys want to, hit the notification bell, subscribe to the channel, subscribe to Sean's channel. It's also in the description box. And we will get back at you guys, man. Leave it in the comments below. Overall thoughts of the show. I want to hear from you. I know Ray and all those guys are going to listen to this after the fact. So put it down below. What did you like? What didn't you like? And what did you think of the overall show?
Get EPW to 3,000 subs.
Yeah, help us out, man. We got a little ways to go on that, but every sub counts. We're going to get on out of here. I'm Conrad Cushman, representing Everything Pro Wrestling. He's Derek, and he's Sean Hubbard of Hubbard Wrestling Weekly. Thanking you all for listening to our Survivor Series War Games review. We will catch you all on Monday for an episode of Clash of the Podcast. And Sean, hit him with your famous line on the way out.
On a special Thanksgiving weekend, God bless, be encouraged, and evil never prevails.